Hello and happy Friday. We've reached the end of our first week of summer school. We've had a lot to do for sure. And you guys have stepped up to the plate and really done amazing work. So I want to make sure to acknowledge all of the good stuff that we've done already. And in the vein of that acknowledgement, I really want to give props to everybody who has submitted to the Visions of Education discussion forum. So many good conversations, such a wide variety of really cool people in this class, right? So it's great for me to get to know you guys and for you to get to know each other. And we're able to really start to see some patterns emerge in the educational system and our experiences with with that educational system. So just really, really amazing stuff. Thank you so much for that. I hope you're finding it as enlightening as I am. Such good stuff. I also really want to give props to the people who have engaged in the conversation and over the sample student narratives. I chose both uh, Alex's and Conception's pieces because they use vivid language, vivid details, and also uh, work to show us the impact that one person can have for the positive or the negative uh, on another person's entire life. Right? So both of these pieces, I think, are just stellar, beautifully written, powerful pieces of experiences within the educational system and how those experiences create ripples that in many ways have followed these young women around for their entire lives. I also want to comment on the hypothesis assignments. So we're reading also Dick Gregory's Shame and Sherman Alexie's Superman and Me. Both of these pieces, written professionally by professional writers, uh, also look at some of the same themes that the previous two did. And we're using the hypothesis program as a way to engender and engage in critical dialogue and collaboration over these pieces. A lot of you have still not gone and done the hypothesis stuff yet, so jump on that. That's due later on today. So make sure to handle those. But the conversations that are taking place there are really, really, really well done. So I have to absolutely give props to the people who have already stopped by to contribute. And I can't wait to see the conversation that develops in the next few hours as the procrastinators, or maybe you had to go to work. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt there. But as the people who are coming a little bit later to the party are going to contribute. Really, really am looking forward to that. Over the weekend, we're going to start writing our first piece. We're going to get into the first draft of that first piece. And I do want to kind of go over the assignment a little bit just so that we're really clear about what to do with that. So you can find that assignment in B16, Challenge and Triumph of Literary Narrative First Draft. And so here, absolutely, we know that this across the country, students from working class backgrounds are finding themselves subjected to school conditions reminiscent of prisons, overcrowded and run-down classrooms, cruel teachers and authority-abusing administration. The children confined to these classrooms endure in silence, unable to speak up for themselves. However, you have a voice, and the time has come to be heard. Make the world listen and take notice. So this literacy narrative is your opportunity to expose issues within the working class educational system that are just going to be ignored if you don't step up and make noise. So you have your voice, use it. Don't let anybody silence you. So this is your opportunity to really explore the impact that these moments have had on you. Okay? And so really I'm asking you in this first rough draft, in 600 words or more, reflect back on a past educational experience that presented the biggest challenge for you, one that left you feeling lost, discouraged, or angry. It can be from anywhere from kindergarten to last semester. I'm literally okay with anything in between. All of your educational experiences, anything that happened in school, on the school grounds, or associated with school is also fair game. So for many of you, A lot of people are into sports. You might want to bring in sports or extracurriculars. Those are all fair game. Those are all part of this situation, okay? So I'm not going to limit you on what you can explore. I really want you to explore those impactful, meaningful moments in your own existence, okay? And so be sure to describe the situation in vivid details. We saw so much vivid details, and in the conversations, many of you picked up on those vivid details from Conception and Alex. It's helped you live that situation with them, that brought you there, right? The eating the flaming hot Cheetos or the smell of coffee. Those things triggered in you associations that allowed you to be part of that story, okay? So describe that situation and then share how you overcome the challenge, okay? Now, we really want to explore how this moment shapes your identity both as a student and then I want you to use this struggle to help inspire others. Many of you commented on the fact that, wow, I'm not alone. I thought I was the only one that had to deal with this. Okay, show somebody else that they're not alone with your situation. Bring that to the table so that the next generation or the next group can learn from, benefit from, and grow from your experiences. Okay? Some questions to consider. You don't have to consider all of them. These are just some things to get you thinking if you're not quite sure. Audience, this is just for your college peers. So this is your classmates in this class. This is the audience. So make language choices or make solid choices about the language and the symbols or images you choose to include that are going to resonate with your audience. And deliver that overall message that you seek to communicate. Again, inspire your audience. Provide hope to the reader who may struggle with their own challenges, and provide the reader the inspiration to step up and fight whatever challenge may threaten their educational dreams. Okay? Now, this is just a rough draft. So focus on making decisions that help you address the audience and achieve your purpose. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's the first rough draft. Means there's probably maybe there might be a second rough draft, right? There are multiple iterations of these drafts. It's going to grow. It's going to develop through a series of workshops and review sessions. Okay, it can be as shitty as you want it to be. And I've linked an article that you might find interesting here called Shitty First Drafts. I recommend reading it. It really puts my mind at ease and puts other students' minds at ease about that first draft writing. This is not what you're going to turn in for the final draft. It's going to grow. It's going to build. It's going to turn into something that you can be really, really proud of. This will be due on the 22nd, which is, right, that's Monday, right? Yep, Monday the 22nd. And since it's just a rough draft, you're going to be basically graded on the word count. Hit 600 words and you're going to get full credit for this draft. And then after Monday, there will be a couple workshops on language choices that we will that are on Canvas. You'll go through those. And then once you go through those workshops, then you'll add new knowledge. So we're going to create this draft in layers. Rough draft, then we're going to add some knowledge about language choices. We're going to add that to it. And we're going to continue to just build and to grow this draft. Okay? So if you have any questions, of course, you can reach me through email and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And I'm also next week going to be available for office hours on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 2 to 3. So just use the Zoom link on the homepage during 2 to 3 and it'll pop you right in like magic to my office hours. All right? Hope to see you then. Have fun with the process and I really can't wait to see the work that comes out of this. I'm excited. Okay? Thank you and have a great weekend. Bye.